barely see.
I'm
no
gonna need
issues.
you to put down this ball though, because it's gonna pick up the audio.
Okay. Damn. Good.
Hey guys, welcome to the Fighters Replay. I'm your host, Kay.
I'm Rob.
And today we are going to be reviewing the PFL versus Bellator discussions, predictions. We're only going to go into the main card, but we will mention a few other preliminary cards or preliminary fights at the end, just to kind of throw in our opinion a little bit more. Robbie, would you like to start us off?
Yep, so we have AJ McKee versus Clay Collard. I really like AJ McKee in this. I respect Clay Collard and his ability as a mixed martial artist. I just think AJ McKee is a dog, man. I think he's a pretty well-rounded mixed martial artist. He's not the most consistent, but I still think he's on a top notch of a level than Clay Collard, and I think that he'll have a pretty dominant display of his ability. I don't have a prediction for how he wins, but I think he does win.
I think he'll win a decision against Clay. Clay is he's experienced. I believe he has enough in him to go to a decision. I think McGee is just going to be on top of the exchanges. In his last few fights, he looked really good, and he did have that submission over Patricio Pitbull, which is
True.
pretty notable. Notable. Even though in the rematch, Patricio Pitbull beat him, but still, nonetheless, notable. So I gotta agree with you. I got McKee on this one. Next up, we have Thiago Santos versus Yoel Romero. All right, this one's a banger. I like this one. I think the name of this one is really exciting. But truthfully, I think that Yoel Romero is gonna run through this motherfucker.
I think
respectfully.
This is an example of when we say that the best fighter is not always the fighter that wins. While I do think that Thiago Santos' skills are above Yoel Romero, especially only in the striking department. Obviously, Yoel Romero would definitely have the wrestling, but we think Yoel Romero is just enough of a freakish monster on the feet. Not where he's like a great striker, but he's just a crazy, devastating power. We think he can have the ability to make this a quick night, or he runs out of gas and he gets beat up for 3 rounds. That's how Yoel Romero fights go.
And I could not be more excited that it is happening this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Yoel Romero. We love Yoel here.
Up next, we have Bruno Cappelozza versus Vadim Nemkov. This is going to be a good fight. We got some heavy hitting motherfuckers, some heavyweights.
Big boys.
Oh yeah. We're going to bring the heat. Vadim is on an 11 fight win streak. I don't think much is going to stand in his way. Bruno is sadly coming off of a loss, but he did have a nice little win streak before that loss. It was only a unanimous decision, so I think he's definitely got it in him. But Vadim is just a different type of monster. I mean, he's got notable wins up against Yoel Romero and Ryan Bader, and like I said, 11 fight win streak. I think the safe bet would be Vadim for this one.
No, I couldn't have put it any better. All right, next up, we have Ray Cooper III versus your Bellator welterweight champion, Jason Jackson. Man, Jason Jackson is coming fresh off his new title. He's doing his thing. I think bro has hit his stride. I think right now he is in his prime where his striking is the best. His takedown defense is the best. His offensive grappling is the best. And he's just looking strong and he's looking durable. And I think I have a lot of respect for Ray Cooper III. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a he's a smart guy. But I just think that Jason Jackson is just that dude, man. I like Jason Jackson a lot, and so I might be a little. I'm definitely a bit biased. I like Jason Jackson a
lot. I'm also a fan of the champion, so I also think that Jason is in his prime, man. I mean, he's young, he's agile, and very well rounded. He's very comfortable in all aspects of the cage. So honestly, I just can't wait to see what both of these guys bring out because Ray Cooper definitely has that experience on him, and
Yeah.
definitely can bring that into play. Like we always, I feel like every single time there's a fight like this, we always bring up the fact that experience is to never be counted
Yeah.
out, and
But it's just facts. It's just
yeah,
facts. Next up, we have Patricio Pitbull versus Gabriel Braga. I like Patricio Pitbull a lot. He does suck that he's on a two fight losing skid, right? But we can't forget he was on an amazing run. At that point in time, he was starting to get conversations of people comparing him to Volk, which sounds stupid. It sounds crazy. You might hear that and be like, "Oh my god, who you can?" But if you watch Bellator, if you're one of the loyal Bellator watchers, you know that they were seriously considering this dude on the top tier level. But it seems as recent as that he's taken a few losses. It seems like he might be on the decline, but we don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions. And you know who I think who could definitely answer these questions? Gabriel Brodka is a guy who's definitely dangerous. He's gonna give him a good fight. I can't wait to see these two men to scrap. I think Pitbull is just I think Pitbull is going to be the better mixed martial artist. I see Pitbull winning by decision.
I think Pitbull definitely has the experience on him. Definitely very battle tested. Has been there and will is not scared to go there again. Pitbull is a beast, but Braga, man, Braga is, you know, he's a new up and comer. He's bringing this modern aspect to it, and
Yeah.
12-1. He's coming off of his only loss in his career, and up until then he was on a 12 fight win streak, and that's pretty
Yeah,
pretty damn wild. And I don't want to count him out. Braga definitely has the potential to give us an upset here, but
absolutely.
if I had to pick though, I would have to go with Pitbull. I do think he is more vetted, and I think he's got a chin, man. I know he just came off of a TKO, but I believe that was not a great display of who Patricio Pitbull is,
It
and
wasn't
that
definitely not.
is the story I'm sticking with. How does that saying go? And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So next up, we have Impa Kasanganay versus Johnny Eblen. I love Impa Kasanganay. I like the dude a lot. I think he's a really unique fighter. Johnny Eblen, I think it's just a way more well-rounded mixed martial artist. Unfortunately, as much as I would love for Impa Kasanganay to win this fight, I think Johnny Eblen's gonna run through.
I'm gonna agree with you here. Johnny
Johnny's
Eblen is
good, bro.
an undefeated champion.
What he
I
did to
mean,
Fabian Edwards was insane. That was
I
brutal.
mean, Impa's doing pretty good. Impa, he's on a 6 fight win streak. Four of those wins are by a stoppage, so um, he's definitely on the right path and definitely making a note for himself. But I think it's a little too soon for him to face Johnny. In my opinion, I would have given him, maybe another year or two to kind of, keep building himself a little bit. Johnny Eblen has been up against, in my opinion, some higher level fighters,
He does,
and
and truthfully, you could honestly have a conversation for Johnny Eblen to be, one of the, I would say, possibly the top five middleweights in the world.
I think this fight will test it. I think
Really? Okay.
I think we're gonna see how well rounded he is. I believe that
Impa?
no, no, no,
Oh, Johnny.
Eblen,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, he's gonna definitely put on a dominant display and show he's the better mixed martial artist. I think where he's really gonna strive in is as soon as he gets Impa to the ground, that dude's gonna take over. It's gonna be easy money from that point.
I agree. I
With
think
all respect to Impa Kazagane.
yes, absolutely. But I think this will end. I say round three TKO.
I say round two. With
Fair.
all respect.
All respect to Imbo. We love Imbo, but Johnny Ebla is just something else, man. He's something else, and you gotta respect the work that he puts in and the shows that he puts on when he steps inside of that octagon.
Next in the main event, we have Renan Ferreira versus Ryan Bader. Ferreira is a hard hitting heavyweight. That dude hits hard. Ryan Bader, I guess. Ryan Bader, but here's what I say: who hits harder? Renan. Who's the more skilled fighter? Definitely Bader. But here's the problem: he's the more skilled. Bader is only the most skilled fighter on the ground. I think his ground game is way. I wouldn't say way. I haven't seen too much of Ferreira's ground game because all the time I've ever seen him, I see him sleeping people, man. And who knows? This might not be any different. Ryan might get slept. I hope he does. Because I want to see Renan Ferreira get a highlight.
I love Renan. He's coming off of a 3-fight win streak. He's all our TKO stoppages. He's an exciting fighter. He's definitely a huge threat to Ryan Bader. But Ryan Bader is, I mean, he's gone against some of the best pound for pound fighters in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, he's coming off of a fight against Fedor. To be fair, Fedor was only, fucking damn near pushing 50 when they fought. But nonetheless, fought up against, one of the greatest and came out on top. Still think that was a crazy fight. But also to that note though, Ryan Bader is not the youngest. Ryan Bader is 40.
That's true.
Ryan Bader is, he's kind of getting a little up there too. So, Ferreira definitely has the youth on him and definitely has the speed and momentum to catch him off guard. I think this is going to be a good fight either way, though. I think both men has the possibility to make this an all-out back-and-forth war, and hopefully we get a great performance on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think Ryan is definitely faced the upper tier competition. He's coming off, like you said, he's coming off that fight with Fedor. So not only has he faced the top tier level heavyweights, he's also faced some of the top tier heavyweights of all time. So he's faced legendary people and he's faced high competition people. That brings another type of experience that nothing can buy. That's a whole new type of experience that, that's going to be a mental edge that he's going to have on everybody. With that being said, he gets slapped in the first.
I'm gonna stick to round three. Round three.
You think he gets slept in round 3?
I don't say slept. I think TKO.
I think he gets TKO'd?
Yeah. Yep. I definitely see a referee stepping in. I don't see him getting slept. If it does happen though, I'll give it to him.
Yeah. And who knows? Ryan Bader, he's so good, he can just come out and blow out the water with him and just fucking take him down.
We could be entirely so wrong. We could be so far
we're off. We're not allowed to. We said we were biased. We are 100% biased. Like, we never said that we were going to keep it. Like, listen, we're going to try to keep it on 100 for as much as we can. But for some fighters who are our favorites, we will be honest with you guys and let y'all know that we are biased beforehand. We're letting you know now. We are biased. Because I'm not going to sit here and not act like Ryan Bader isn't an amazing skilled fighter. Because he is. But I still think he gets slept in the first.
It's exciting. I can't wait for this combination clash up, PFL versus Bellator. This is so exciting. History in the making. It's going to be an amazing card. We also have Clarissa Shields fighting on the card. Muhammad Ali's grandson fighting on the card.
Ali Wash.
Yeah, we have Aaron Pico. Yeah, we got plenty of exciting fighters on the preliminaries as well that are also going to come out and give us quite the show. So, exciting event.
A 12-hour day of like just straight MMA and fights. It's so beautiful, man.
I love days like this.
Yeah, man. Why can't all our Saturdays be like that? Like, why can't I have that shit 24 hours? Just constant fights, man. Oh my god.
Very exciting. Well, let us know what you guys thought of this. Let us know you guys' opinion on this card in the comments below, and follow us for more combat sports content like this. We cover everything, so shoot us a follow, like, comment, share, whatever you guys can do, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Steve Pay. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the Fighters Replay.